The question is, why do you use Sinhala or Pali words when conducting English discourses? There are several reasons as to why Sinhala words or Pali words are used when conducting English sermons. One of the main reasons why Sinhala words or Hela words are used when conducting English sermons. The first reason is you can't get the real meaning in English. You don't have a word which gives the exact meaning in English, because English is a language that was created for the worldly people. There is no Nibbhana. Nibbhana wasn't discovered by English people. So this the people who created the language didn't use any words to do with Nibbhana, because they didn't understand Nibbhana. Nibbhana is the opposite of the world. So you can't explain Nibbhana using the words in the world. So sometimes it's really difficult to use English words to explain Nibbhana. Right? You can describe, and a person who understood the Dhamma will know what they are talking about. If a person has not understood Dhamma, they wouldn't understand what they are talking about, because it cannot be explained using words. And if you are to give an exact same word to word, you won't be able to do that. So therefore sometimes it's good to use the same word in Sinhala or in Pali and try to explain, so they will get the idea. And one day when they go to Chaturthya Dhyana, the fourth Dhyana, they will be able to focus on the real meaning of the word. So that is one reason why Sinhala or Pali words are used in English sermons. The next reason is nirukti. So a word can be broken down into nirukti, and a person who understands nirukti can get the real meaning by understanding the nirukti, by identifying the word from nirukti. So in order for someone to do that, they need to know the basic meanings of some of the words or parts of the words. Say for example, paticca samuppada. So if someone just explains paticca samuppada, they wouldn't know what sama or uppada means, or pati icca means. So they will just get the answer. Then they won't be able to use the same words in a different same parts of the word to get the meanings. Anicca. So this icca can be used in anicca to understand anicca. So this is why it's important. Samma. So when one understands samma, the real meaning of sam and ma, then that person can use samma, the meaning of samma, in different places. So that is why it's important to know the meanings that way, as well as explained with the Sinhala word. The third reason is, when you chant karmasthana, when you are starting to do meditation, when you say etan santang etam panitam yadidan sabba sankara samuto sabbhupadi patinissaggo tanhakhayo virago nirodho nibbhananti, all these words, if they get the meaning with the nirukti, and if they understand along with the Sinhala or the Pali word, then as soon as they hear the word, they will get the feel of the meaning. Because in order for someone to get to dhyana, they need to focus on the feel, not the meaning. If someone was to translate that into English, then they will have to start translating at the time of meditation. So they will be doing a lot of abhisankara, trying to translate the words, and in the process they will not go to dhyana, because they will be busy trying to, what is abhi, what is sankara in English, and then go to, this is sankara. Okay, but if they were taught properly sankara, abhi sankara, then they know, they will get to the meaning straight away, and they will get the feel straight away. So that is another reason why it's important to explain with using Sinhala and Pali words. Another reason is recently we have had foreigners who don't speak Sinhala or who do not understand Pali, who cannot read Sinhala, who went to Sri Lanka to become a monk. So when they went to Sri Lanka, the first thing they did was they wanted to go and live with a Sinhala family to learn Sinhala before they can become a monk, because without Sinhala it's hard for them to learn the real Buddhism. There is you can hardly find anything written in English for you to understand. So and most of the chantings and most of the sermons are done in Sinhala, so they wanted to learn Sinhala. So if they knew most of the important words like anicca, dukkha, anatta, rupa, vedana, sanya, sankhara, vijnana, right, then they will understand what they are talking about, at least. So it will help them a lot when they know these words. And finally, it is Buddhism, and Buddhism is mostly written in Pali, and it is very easy to explain using Sinhala words. So whoever wants to learn real Buddhism will be interested in knowing these meanings of these words, and will be interested in learning these words rather than getting a translation for them. So when we say asada, it's for example, it's best to describe asada than using a word like gratification, although we use these words, because but I would rather use asada than gratification. And it is the same with many more words like that. So anicca, for anicca, you can't give one word in English. You have to explain it. But after explaining, if you keep using the same word as anicca, then they will know what anicca means. Then they will get used to anicca. So that is the reason why Sinhala or Pali words are used. I hope you understand. Therwan Sallai.